Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today is episode 2 on Agrarian Skies. We are over here on the island, ready to start recording another episode. I don't know why I said we're on the island. Of course we're going to be on the island. Where else are we going to be? But we are here, ready to record another episode of Modded Survival Skyblock. And I can't believe it, actually. I can't believe that I'm actually doing this. I uploaded the first episode last Friday, and it went down, surprisingly, very, very well. Everyone seemed to be like, yes, Mumbo is finally doing mods. We have been waiting for this. I always thought you were like, thank God Mumbo doesn't do mods. And I was just waiting for everyone to unsubscribe. But it turns out that everyone's all very excited about this and looking forward to seeing how the survival series continues, seeing what I do, which is more than likely going to be just die a lot. And I've only got 3 lives, so I can only die 3 times, and then it's end of series, done. Albeit, I've got some good news for you. I do have a backup, okay? So if everything goes really tits up, then I've got a backup and we'll just go back to that, so it's fine. But anyway, you may notice some things have changed since the previous episode. First off, we got rid of that ugly texture pack. I quite like it, but everyone said that it was really ugly, so I decided to get rid of that one. Also, we've got ourselves some slabs. So now we can walk about the base, we don't have to do any jumping, and that means that our hunger situation should be helped out a little bit. On top of that, I've also got myself a furnace, and I have taken up all of the wheat, so now we can get ourselves some bread. That means that we can eat a bit, and would you look at that? That wasn't a lot. I swear bread in actual Minecraft makes my hunger go up more than that. So I think there is a little thing in this mod pack that means that basically food isn't as good as it usually is. So it really is. It's going to be a problem. Food is going to be the main issue here. So I think what we're going to do is in this episode, we aren't going to worry as much about the quests. I mean, there is one quest that I definitely want to do today, and it's in Hell's Kitchen. And what we have to do is we have to make ourselves a juicer, bakeware, and also a mixing bowl. Now, I believe that the bakeware actually uses some clay or some glass. And the way that we get clay and glass is, I think, we place down some cobblestone and then we break it with a hammer. And then does it give gravel? Yeah, that's good news. And then we do this again. And then we got ourselves sand. And then we do it again. And we got ourselves something that dust, okay. And then we do it again. And no, we get dust. I think I was meant to stop there. Damn it! I think what I need is some kind of Mumbo's mess up counter. Something that will count how many times I mess up in every episode. Because so far, I mean, in the previous episode, I made loads of mistakes. In this one, in the first 2 minutes, I have managed to make a mistake. But anyway, what I have done is I've taken out a massive tree. And we managed to get ourselves a whole bunch of saplings, which I've converted into 2 pieces of dirt. Progress is slow. Progress is very slow indeed. But anyway, all we have to do, plonk down a sapling and then hold the bone meal. And that is a rubbish tree. That is awful. Also, my axe is broken as well. So this isn't going particularly well. But that is an awful tree. I suppose, actually, we're going for saplings instead of wood. And this one has got quite a lot of leaves on it. Because the reason that we need saplings is so that we can put them into the barrel. They will then composite into dirt. And then we can put them through the basketball hoop. And then we can get stone. But for the minute, all we really need is dirt. So what I'm going to do is I'll chuck all of mine in here. And as you can see, it now says that it's composting. It is turning into dirt, which is perfect, because that means what we can do is we can gather up a whole bunch of dirt, and then we can make ourselves a tree farm, which means that will speed up this whole process, so then we can get more dirt, and that means we can get more things, and it's all good. But the only issue is that because progress is so slow right now, I'm just having to plant loads of trees, use up loads of bone meal, and basically spend a lot of time doing a lot of wood punching, which is not something that I was particularly expecting. But anyway, what I'm going to have to do is do a bunch more of this, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. We now have ourselves 6 pieces of dirt. I would say that is good enough to make ourselves a beginner starting off tree farm, okay? So this is something that we can leave running, means that we don't have to get ourselves any more bone meal, and just as I start recording, of course, it begins to get a little bit darker. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to sleep, and then we will start again. In fact, you know what? I've actually started building this wrong, and I don't have an axe anymore, and I've just realized that you can't actually craft any tools. You need yourself a smeltery. So we might need to make a smeltery at some point. Now those things, they use a lot of grout, so that's a lot of gravel and sand. I don't know if we'll be able to do that in today's episode. We might be able to do it at a push, but it really will be tough because you need a whole bunch. You need a whole bunch of grout, you need a whole bunch of everything to make a smeltery. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sleep, and then we will start building again. Now, I was building those on the wrong area, so I want them to be on the top half so it's completely flat, which means it's going to be a slightly raised platform, I guess. So we'll go across like this, and I'm trying to work out how big we want this to be. So we want to make sure that no leaves are going to go off the edge of the platform. So I suppose we'll have one here, and that will stop most of the leaves or the saplings traveling off the edge. And then we need a couple blocks in between them. So this is going to be a big thing, isn't it? This is going to be a huge platform. A huge, not very pretty platform, I should also add. And it's going to use quite a lot of wood. But I think we'll carry it out like this. So then there'll be a piece of dirt right here. We might as well start the dirt early because there's no point in extending it further than it has to be. So we'll put one here. Yeah, that's only 2 from the edge. I don't think I want that. Maybe 1 here. That way it is 4 from the edge. But then this platform is going to be gigantic. So we'll take the happy medium, right? So we'll make it so that it's 3 from the edge. And then there'll be 3 blocks in between these 2. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then we'll place another one right here. And then we'll need another 3 blocks off the end here. Alright. That should, in theory, catch quite a large amount of all of the saplings and things that are going to fall from these trees, because that is the whole point of us doing them. I almost feel like we might need a little bit more space. I suppose we can always expand off. This isn't like the solid end-all thing. We can always expand. We've got plenty of wood, and obviously because we're making a tree farm, it's not like we're going to suddenly run out of wood anytime soon. We're going to leave these running, means that we won't have to use any of the bone meal, which is perfect. Now, I think spacing the trees, I'm going to have 3 blocks in between each one of the trees, because oak wood trees are actually quite good. They can grow fairly close to one another, which is helpful, because we have a lot of oak wood saplings and no other saplings. So I suppose it's the best one to have at the minute. But anyway, I'm going to chuck down some more dirt. It's very important that I don't misplace any of these, because, as you know, dirt is extremely hard to come by. And also, another thing is, I have got my thumb so hard pressed on shift. And I know what you're thinking. Why do you press shift with your thumb? I don't know. My keyboard skills are a bit whack. I don't know why, but I press shift with my thumb. Not my little finger. My thumb is like folded under my hand. Very peculiar, but needless to say, it is extremely hard pushed because I do not want to fall off the edge. I've actually got a large number of my important resources on me, so I think I'm going to head back over and plonk all of these down into the chest because I'm in a fairly clumsy mood right now. So we'll chuck all of this in. I would say that's everything. I mean, we might as well put everything back in there. I might take out... No, that'll be everything. Right, so that is pretty much... We've got a big platform. We're starting to get structures now, which is nice. We just need another 3 blocks along, and then there'll be the dirt, and then there'll be another 3 blocks. So we're probably going to have to end up crafting a few more of these oak wood planks. But that's not a big issue. That's not a big issue because we've got tons and tons of wood. We've got like 2 stacks of the stuff, and everything's going well. Agrarian Skies, you're making me happy right now. Nothing too awful has happened so far in today's episode, and everything is running fairly smoothly. So it's all good and proper. Earlier on in the episode, I said that I messed up by making the dust, but it turns out I was actually dead on correct, perfect, because that is how you make clay. So what I'm going to do is, it is currently raining, and that has given me the idea to make myself a whole bunch of those oak buckets, okay? So we need to make 4 of them. Well, we don't need to make 4 of them, but I'd like to have 4 of them because I've got myself 4 half slabs. So there we go. We've got 3 oak barrels, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these guys outside, and they should fill up with water, which is exactly what we need them to do. Then I'm going to head inside. Oh, I thought it was stopping raining then. That would have been annoying. Well, I'm going to head inside, and we need to grab ourselves that dust. So whereabouts did I put my dust? Okay, so then we put it in here, and we go over to the barrels, and I believe, if this works, I'll be very happy. You chuck it in here when it's filled with water, and it will turn into clay, and then we'll be able to get ourselves the bricks, which will allow us to complete the task, and then we'll get the shears, and then we'll be able to make ourselves a whole ton of dirt, gravel, sand, which will allow us to make a smeltery, which will allow us to progress. I hope. This is all very exciting though, okay, so let's just wait. I'm just going to wait outside this thing. I believe it's a full litre, that would make sense. And these things are actually filling up much quicker than I thought they would be. So here we go, almost the moment of truth. We're getting up to the litre now. And plonk this guy down. And we have got ourselves clay. Clay is there, so we can place it down again, break it, and we get ourselves the clay balls, and then we can head over to our furnace, chuck these guys in here, and then also get ourselves the charcoal that I made earlier, and we will put it in there, and then we will, hopefully, get ourselves some bricks. I mean, I don't know if it's changed between this mod pack and vanilla Minecraft, but we should get ourselves bricks. Huzzah! Huzzah! So that is perfect. That means that eventually we'll be able to get ourselves that little bake thing. What is it? What is it that we were actually trying to get? It's a bakeware, which should be actually quite easy. That only needs 2 pieces of dust. So this is perfect. I can actually make 2 of the 3 things that we need for the juicer. Oh no, the Hell's Kitchen task. It's the first one. All we're going for here is I need the iron. So we don't want to be doing that. That was a bad idea. We need to make ourselves a full sort of furnace of clay, and that will give ourselves some bakeware. Now I'm wondering, what does bakeware actually do? I'll have to look that up in between this cut and the next, but I believe, I mean, you might be able to place this down. Nope, you can't. I suppose you put it somewhere, or you do something fancy with it. I'll have to look into that one. But also, we can make ourselves a mixing bowl, and that is because that just uses a bunch of wood. So we'll just do that. Need sticks, then we need 1 in the middle and a few around the outsides, and bada bing bada boom, we've got ourselves a mixing bowl. Now this, you must be able to place a mixing bowl down. Let's take a look. Try and place it. No, you can't do it. One anticlimax. But anyway, the bakeware, that is, oh no, the juicer, that currently is the killer. And the reason for that is because it uses 1 piece of stone and then 2 extra pieces of stone. So that means, well, we're going to need ourselves a lot more saplings or a lot more fish. And you know what? I'm probably going to go for the fish, because at the minute, I mean, I've just got myself a bunch of string. We put one of those little silkworms into one of the trees, and it actually infested all of the trees. So it's good that I didn't use up all my saplings, otherwise that could have been a problem. But also, if one of these trees grows, that's going to ruin everything. So I think I'm going to take these ones out. We've got enough string for now. We just got 2 string from one of those, did we? Or was it on top? I don't know. I'm partially blind, I swear. So we'll take out all of these, and then we'll be ready for the tree farm to continue onwards. So we've got ourselves 23 bits of string. I'm now going to craft that into a fishing rod. And then I'll have to do a couple minutes of glorious fishing. Oh, how I love fishing. Yeah, it's just one of those things I wish I could do forever in Minecraft. But here is the technique. You lot taught me in the comment section. Look straight upwards, cast straight upwards, and then move out the way, and it will bob straight in there. And let's see if I can catch a fish on camera. My reaction times are absolutely awful. So let's take a look here. Will I be able to do it? I mean, I'm sure you can imagine how exciting it's going to be once I finish recording and I'm just sat here fishing, trying to get fish to make dirt, which isn't even... I mean, I could understand if I was making diamond blocks, but I'm making dirt. You know, this isn't worth the time. Oh! Ah, I missed it! We managed to catch ourselves 22 fish. That is a half decent amount, isn't it? It took me at least 25 minutes. I wasted a bunch of my throws because my reaction time is awful. But now we have got ourselves 3 pieces of dirt, and that has given... Ah! Damn it! We keep getting less stone than you're meant to be getting. But we got a little bit more there, so I think it evened out. And whoa! We got 2 sets of 5 there. That was good. That was very, very good indeed. But now we need to turn this into cobblestone, and I really have messed up that crafting there, haven't I? Let's start again. Right, 1, 2, and a 3. Alright, okay, so then we can chuck this into the furnace, and then we'll put some charcoal down underneath, and we will get ourselves some stone. So now we need to make the juicer. That is stone and a stone pressure plate. I'm assuming that you craft these all the same, because you never know. I still can't get over the fact that you can't make an axe and you can't make a sword. I'm fairly certain you can't make an axe and you can't make a sword. Maybe I'm just being broken again. Let's give it a go. I will show you all on camera. So we've got 2 sticks here. Right, we'll chuck them in. This is when it works. I can tell this is when it's going to work. And there. Right. that's just categoric proof to me that none of this is going to work. But anyway, we got ourselves the 3 stone here. We'll make ourselves a pressure plate just like that. And then we need to go like this, and it's the other way around. Everyone, panic over, panic over. It turns out that you had to have the juicer in these middle 2 blocks here. But we have got ourselves another challenge from the almighty quest book. Here it is. We need to make ourselves an apple juice. I reckon we'll be able to do that. All you need to do is you need to put an apple and then your juicer. And we've got ourselves an apple juice, and we get our juicer back. I was a little bit concerned that we were going to lose the juicer there, but let's take a look. We can claim our reward. Yes, okay, so we have done that. Let's roll over this heart just to see if it is a real one, because surely, now that we have ourselves half a heart and a bunch of quarter hearts, can we not, like, put those together? I'll have to look up how to do that, okay? But, more importantly, we've got ourselves 4 iron. And that means that we can head over here, we can start shearing all of these trees, and we'll be able to get ourselves a whole ton more dirt. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll place those down. We've got ourselves a set of shears. Hopefully I don't need to use that iron for anything anytime soon, otherwise that'll be a bit disappointing, as we'll have to do ourselves another quest. But I'm going to have to wait around again, aren't I? I'm going to have to wait around for these trees to grow. But now that we've done this, this is like the bee's knees, because that means that we can get ourselves so much more dirt and so much more stone, and it's just going to be perfect. It's the progression. It's all going well. It is all going well. So I'm going to wait for these trees to go, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. We have got ourselves another quest from the questing book. It is asking us to make a sifter. So that looks easy enough to me. I've looked it up on the not enough items, and you need a fishing net and a little bit more wood, but the fishing net is made of string and more wood. So we should be able to do that quite nice and easily. Just chuck in all the string here, and there is your fishing net. We even get 4. How good is that? And then we just need to put that down. We need a few more bits of wood, so we'll just chuck that in here. And that should be us good to go, just like that. And also a couple more sticks down here, and we've got ourselves a sifter. Now, I don't really know what this thing is, but you can see that we're getting dirt. We've been placing dirt about. I don't know how to even place this down. Can I place it down? Whoa, that thing is big. It's like a bigger basketball hoop. We've got a second, slightly larger basketball hoop. But anyway, I'm gonna come along and pick up all the dirt. I'll look up how to use the sifter in a couple of seconds. But first off, let's take a look at the tasks. And by the look of things, that was just about it. So let's take a look here. We've got 16 maggot bait. I'll have to look up how to use that one. But also, we have 2 of these little reward bags. Okay, so let's take a look. This one here, we managed to get ourselves a sword. That is useful. It's very, very useful indeed. I know it's just a wooden sword, not so special, but we don't actually have a sword. So that means that we can fight mobs if mobs occur. And then also, we got ourselves a raw fish. Okay, well, they weren't the best rewards in the world, but this has got silk touch on it. Hang on a minute. What's so bad about that? I mean, I don't know what we can silk touch right now, but I think I'm going to keep that one. They said it's not such a good reward, but I mean, I'd say that's half decent, that. Anyway, we've got ourselves some new trees, so I think I'm going to shear them down. Let's just check that I actually have a half decent amount of saplings before I start taking all these things out, because that is my only concern, running out of saplings. That would be pretty bad if we did that. And also, walking off the edge, that would also be quite bad. Wasn't actually holding shift there. But let's see how many leaves we get. So we've got 63 leaves, almost a full stack, but there we go, the full stack of leaves. That is going to allow us to get a whole bunch of the dirt. And you've heard the story. I mean, I've said this so many times in the video that we are going for dirt and things. I've actually looked in the questing book at one of the latest tasks, and that is to create some of these things. Now, we might actually be able to do that relatively easy if we can keep producing a bunch of dirt. Because to make some seared bricks, let's take a look at how you make the seared bricks. I believe it uses quite a lot of the stuff. So you need grout. So you need the seared bricks, which you get from smelting grout, and to make 8 grout, you need all of that. So that would take 9 dirt just to do 8 grout to make 2 seared bricks. That would be lengthy. I think that would be quite lengthy. That might be a task for the next episode. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up how to use this thing because it looks fairly interesting, and we shall see what we can do. So I checked out how to use the sifter. I managed to put almost all of my saplings through the sifter by accident because it told me to right click on it. So that could have been bad. It's a good thing that we had a bunch of them in this chest. But I've just noticed, as you can see, I've done a little bit of fishing. We got a minnow and a book and something else. I think we got ourselves a bottle of enchanting. So a few odd items, I have to admit, but it's all good. It's all extra stuff, and that reed fishing rod was quite good. Allowed us to get a whole bunch of things that I wasn't expecting to get from my little fishing adventure. So now all I'm doing once again is clearing out the little tree farm. But I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call it a day for today's episode. I've actually been recording for around about 2.5 hours. I don't understand why, but this one seems to have been a lot of doing the same old thing without a whole lot of creating new stuff. So I think in the next episode, I'm going to really try and push towards making a smeltery, because once we get a smeltery, we will be pretty good to go in terms of getting tools and things that we can use, because at the minute we are running low on tools and things that we can use. Okay, I don't even have an axe. How bad is that? I don't have an axe. I can't take out trees quickly. I'm punching wood. I shouldn't be punching wood, especially not in episode 2. I can understand in episode 1, but episode 2 is taking the mick a little bit, isn't it? But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.